Well, hello, friends, and today we're doing a coffee chat. We haven't done one of these for a long time, and we just literally drink coffee and we chat.
Yes.
We're not in our studio.
I know.
Obviously, we have mics because we have to keep the levels down a little bit because Junie's sleeping.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a turtleneck, which is the worst shirt to wear to like strap on a mic, so it's like very awkwardly placed. But oh well. We'll just go with it, but
hopefully it picks us up okay.
I know, right? But this is going to be fun because there's a lot of you guys that are new to our channel and joined us recently. So it's just a way for you guys to get to know us and just a little bit outside of a lot of what you've probably seen us do is cruising. So
yes,
there's other parts to our life. So it'll be fun to kind of share that today. And we've got some good questions too from you guys that we're going to answer.
They're still kind of popping in. So, because we just asked for these, I don't know, maybe an hour ago, and they're popping in still. So hopefully we can get to some of yours. But if you don't follow us over on Instagram, go ahead and do that, because time and time again we'll ask for questions. Like, we're going to be asking for questions here in the next couple of days for a different video. So if you want to be part of that and maybe your question will be featured, then go follow us at OurZroll, OurZroll. Before we get into the questions, how has life been?
It's been good. We're like,
say one word of how this week has been.
This week, I mean,
hungry.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I was gonna say challenging.
Okay.
But hungry goes along with that. A hungry challenge.
It's hungry.
Hungry challenge.
Challenging.
Hungry challenge. Yeah. If you're a little confused by that, it's because I've changed my diet pretty drastically, just due to some health things that have been going on. So I've cut out gluten, which I've kind of
already
that's been something that's not that big of a deal. But along with it, dairy and sugar. So
two of my favorite things.
It's hard to find meals, gluten-free,
well, it's
dairy-free,
hard to find meals with just like just gluten-free or just, but all three of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's not hard to find gluten-free meals anymore, but when they're all
we've
three,
gotten pretty used to that.
That's crazy. So everything you've been making has been really good.
Yeah.
But it
takes more time.
It does take a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's just been an adjustment too, because my body at first, the first week was like, what is going on? Like, it was in the like detox shock mode. So I just felt like weak. The second week I'm feeling better, and it's like, okay, like I can do this. But I don't know. I was talking to my brother about it today, because usually I'm like, oh, like you look forward to meals. It's not been that so much. It's just more of like, okay, I need to eat to like give myself the nutrition and energy I need for the day. Right. Not like
that's a bummer.
Enjoying meals. And that's been hard. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Well, today she, after church, she's like, we're making, it was like called it like a naked egg roll.
Egg roll in a bowl.
Okay. And so it's just everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Except for
what's inside it.
Except for the goodness that wraps itself in.
Yeah.
But it was really good still. But I was like, all right. And she's like, I just am sick of cooking because it takes so long to make these meals. Yeah. And so tonight I'm like, okay, how about I'll be on for cooking. And I'm going to make something. Don't really know yet what, but I'm going to make something so that way you can
within
just
the guidelines.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But within the guidelines, but also something that's filling. You really try to find something that's just like hits the spot.
Right. Where after I eat, I'm not like, I'm still hungry.
Oh man. So anyway, that's been going on. I think that's really the week has been, is just trying to find those recipes, and that's the newest thing I think this week. And then also we're just kind of getting ready for our Disney cruise, which is still wild for us to even think about that we're getting ready for another cruise, because I feel like we just got back, but it's one of those things where we're not really good. So we're excited for the adult cruise. Just saying that out loud, I feel like it's a dream. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and if you guys, for those of you that have been with us.
And you don't have to cook.
I know.
For the whole weekend.
I know. For those of you that have been with us, I have shared in the past on videos, on vlogs, how I don't think I would do a Disney cruise without the kids.
Yeah, you're like, I'll do Royal Caribbean, I'll do Princess, but never Disney.
Yeah, I was like, I just don't think I could do it.
So me and my PowerPoint skills was like, hey, made a little slideshow. Not really, but I was like, look, we've been on the Wonder a couple times with the kids. They know the ship. However, this is the first ship we went on for our honeymoon. So I'm like, it just makes sense, right? And she's like, okay, I can see your point. And I'm like, and it's also a weekend. Yeah. We're not going on a new ship. We're not going on, Yeah. It's fine. So you're excited about it.
I am very excited. You sold it to me pretty fast. And I'm really excited to almost like recreate our honeymoon going on the old ship. And like you said, we've, the kids have been on it before too. So it's not one of those things where it's like, going on a brand new ship where we would feel bad. Like, oh, they would have loved this or loved that. And I'm just excited because I haven't seen or experienced adult only areas, with each other.
Our time is time is shared 3 ways on vacation. Share with the kids, obviously. Then things we want to do together, and then things we want to do solo. So now it's just 50-50. It's perfect.
Yeah.
We're down to 2 different excursions too, because we talked about this. 2 excursions we're thinking about is either A, parasailing, or B, the ATV. So let us know what we should do. Okay, comment below. ATV, parasailing. What would you guys like to see on this video? I think that'd be kind of fun.
Because they both sound like blast.
Yeah, and to answer some of your questions, there's a bunch of questions on here about the Disney cruise and stuff. We probably won't be doing a lot of Disney cruise questions. Actually, not at all. But one thing I want to get out of the way is we are going to try to do Paulo dinner, not lunch. But it just depends, or not brunch. We've done the brunch before. We want to do the dinner. But it also just depends on what night it is. It needs to be on one of the nights, not on Animator's palette night.
Yeah.
Or
Tiana's. Because we want to do that.
So it's going to be on the Tritons.
Yeah.
If we can swing it, we'll do that. But you guys will see in the vlogs. Anyway, let's get to these questions. Do you have one you want to start us out with?
Well, I have one that somebody asked for me. They said question for Lacey. So I think I'll answer this one.
Wow.
No,
Thanks,
no, Justin. There's stuff for you I've seen.
Okay.
They said favorite musical and why. And I love musicals. And I have some that are close to my heart. One of them for sure is Hello, Dolly. Because we were in Hello, Dolly together.
Yeah, we're drama people, guys.
We're drama, but I was,
We do theater.
Yeah. Okay. Very small roles in high school. But I was Ermengarde, and you were one of the, you were an extra in different scenes.
Whoa, hang on there.
You had pretty big roles with Dolly.
I did have big roles.
So
I talked several times.
Yes. But anyways, that was where our relationship kind of sparked, I would say, because we were with each other after school every day.
Well, then the funny thing about that was I started getting into filming. There was always an option, it seemed like, for a lot of our classes, because I don't know why it was. It was just it was an option. It was hey, you can either do this as a speech, a paper, or make a movie out of it. I'm like, okay. So I made movies on all of my projects. And so you were in one of those what class was that?
That was, I think it was
government?
English? No, government.
Was it government?
Government. Yeah.
It was government for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, we built a whole movie, and you were one of the stars in it. I was a creepy ex-boyfriend inside.
Because it was about a kidnapping.
It was kidnapping, and we had to actually go in. Yeah, it was like a crime thing.
Yeah, because we had to incorporate some kind of court case or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. But that was the first movie that we starred in together.
Yes.
So we did acting there too.
Yeah, you were director. I always told this to the boys the other day. I was like, he was director, you were actor, screenplay writer, and editor in this one. So
our good friends were in it too. Actually, your cousin was in it, and our really good friend was in it, Tommy.
Yeah, he was in our wedding. Anyways, so so I have a love for Hello, Dolly just because of the memories of that. So whenever I see it. But I also, I love Wicked so much. Seeing it for our first time.
I still haven't seen that
on Broadway. We went to New York.
That was good.
If you haven't seen those vlogs, we can link that. So that was really special. Go back to
New York. I love New York. I was talking to a guy at church today about just our love for New York. Jeff.
Yeah.
He's there's so much good food. I know, I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love New York.
Yeah, it's one of those trips every time we bring it up, we're just like, oh.
We got to go back.
Oh my gosh. We just fell in love with it. And
I think we are going back, guys.
Yeah, I think
stay tuned.
It's got to happen. It's definitely going to be one of those that, every time we go, almost like we love Disney. There's new things. We left saying, I'd like to go back and experience this. We never did Brooklyn Bridge and just different things. Oh. So, yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah, we're actually thinking about going back with her older sister and husband because she used to live there. Yeah. So we're actually in the works with that right now. So stay tuned. Also, though, can I answer this question too? My favorite musical.
They said Lacey, but go ahead.
Okay, but I think I have a favorite. I watch musicals too. Not really, but I like Sound of Music.
You like the idea of watching a musical.
I like the idea of it. It sounds cozy on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But I get antsy 45 minutes through and I'm ready to work.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Don't make me wrong. I love movies, but I love going to the theaters to see the movies. Right. At home, I have a hard time. Unless it's really late at night.
Yeah.
Just late at night, I'm all down. But like during the day, I'm like, oh, I can't do it.
But you do like the sound of music.
Absolutely, the sound of music.
Yeah, I think you grew up with that one because you incorporate those songs in our life a lot.
Okay. Actually, right here, question for Justin.
Okay.
Kevin Booton. What's up, Kevin? What is your review of the Meta Ray-Bans? Great question. I absolutely love them. I love them for a couple reasons. I like that I can actually look at something and say, like, you know, what is this, or describe this to me, or I can it can interpret it for me as well. So if it's in a different language, that's really cool. And I feel like I haven't really been able to like really test it how I want to test it, but I've been using it for getting shots of my morning routine, because I'm going to actually film, or actually I've already filmed. I'm going to put together like a morning routine reel once in a while on my personal channel that has been dead for some while, but it'll be over there.
Yeah.
But I love it for running, because I don't like having AirPods in very long when I'm running, especially when they're long runs, because they start hurting my ears. And so because with the glasses, you can hear the music on the stem of the glasses. And so I feel like I'm just like free when I'm running. And then I can take pictures along the way, or record along the way of my runs without having to stop, get my phone out.
Right.
I can just record.
Yeah.
Now it's just like social media recording, so it's just like vertical stuff, but it's cool. Also, I did get the transition ones, so I can wear them like inside as well. I don't look like a weirdo walking around with sunglasses on, because they do have like a blue light technology in them too. So it actually works pretty good. So I can wear them when I'm typing away, working, editing, and then when I go outside,
the transition, that's nice. All right, I think it's Manda Dunham said, what is your go-to movie night snack?
Oh, movie night snack?
Yeah. Movie night. If I'm going to the movies, I will get Junior Mints or Reese's Pieces. Popcorn is always a given, for sure. Extra butter.
Extra butter. Hundo P.
You like sour stuff still, right? For movies?
No, I don't. No, I'm not a big sour kind of person.
Why did I think that then?
I have no idea.
You went through a sour phase.
No, I've never ever opted for sour. I will eat some of the boys. If they get sour, I'll throw down.
The Sour Patch Kids? I thought you liked
never.
this. Okay.
Weird.
I know. I don't know why.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I will go with those nasty
cookie dough
bites. When I'm at the theater, for some reason, like that is just like what I go for. Is it talking about theater snacks, or is it talking about
movie night? So I guess you could say that too.
Those I go for. I also go for Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces and popcorn.
Yeah, just
that's all I need.
Them in there.
I would say at home too. I would reach for those as well.
Yeah.
So, and a Coke, and just
for sure.
an ice cold Coke.
Coke and popcorn.
Oh,
it's a match made in heaven.
It's so good.
So some people are asking for you. I'm sure. Are you a pastor? And then somebody else said, "We figured out you're a youth minister. Love." And then they also asked, "Does your wife have a job outside the home?" So let's kind of talk about our work outside of YouTube.
Yes, I am a assistant pastor at Calvary Chapel, Treasure Valley, and I oversee the youth. So that's kind of like my main oversee, I guess. But I'm an assistant pastor because there's other things I do. As you know, if you work in ministry, you don't just do one thing; you do lots of things. And so that is. I have a heart for youth. Always have. Love mentoring them. So yes, definitely have done that for a while. I'm actually a pastor's kid as well. So, it's, a call that you have, and I absolutely love it. And I can't get away from it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where if you try, it calls you back. And so it's a calling for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know some of you guys are new to our channel. So we are in a building project right now. We've had this land for, I don't know, 15, 18 years. We've paid off the land. We are cash flowing our building right now. We are meeting in tents. We met over tents over the whole winter. Today was amazing. Like, it was funny because I did announcements at church today, and I was like, it's kind of funny when, when you go to a restaurant after church, you usually have to wait, right? There's a waiting, time for your reservation or whatever. But I was like, that's what's happening at church, is like people are waiting to get seats because the youth stay in there for worship and then they leave for their classes. And so people are waiting outside the tent to get in.
Yeah.
Because it's just growing.
Right.
So it's been really,
we have two
really cool.
services too. It's just
I think we're switching over to 3 for Easter, and we may have to stick. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's been cool.
It is exciting.
Anyway.
And then we've done like a lot of ministry as far as youth goes together.
Yeah, we did like student venture.
Yeah.
Like on high school campuses and stuff,
Right.
and did like a study there and everything. And
Yeah, I also went to a Bible college and then did kind of a minor with that with youth ministry. It's just always been like passion of mine.
Yeah.
I grew up like just loving my youth group, and it made such a huge impression on my life. My uncle was actually my youth pastor, and just him and my aunt were just a huge like mentors to me, and just the change that they made in my life was so significant. I was like, okay, I want to help, you know, if you've been through something, you've seen that significance in yourself. You're like, you want to do that for others. So I really had that passion.
There's a huge impact in your life.
Yeah.
And they still are to this day to both of us.
Yeah. And so it's cool that
they love Disney cruising.
They do.
Which is hilarious.
But it's cool. It's something we get to do together. And like, since we've had the kids, I've kind of like stepped aside a little bit, not been as involved, but starting to do more, like, because we've done so many camps together, and
oh my gosh, so many camps.
Trips, and taking kids to San Francisco. So it's definitely a cool way that we get to work together again, because we do that with our business as well. So I think that's kind of what
serve
helped,
together,
like our YouTube channel, because we've done that for years as well.
Yeah, it's funny actually because we outgrew the space we were at for our youth, because we're meeting on our land basically, and so we are now meeting on our church bus. So it's youth in the bus. Yeah, we call it Route 316. Yeah. So we had you, Lacey was in there today. Yeah, it was fun.
It was cool watching you teach, because you just do. I mean, he's very gifted teaching the youth. They just love him. It's awesome. And then as far as me, I'm a teacher. I'm not teaching currently like full-time in schools. I'm teaching part-time. I just teach like a pre-KK class out of like they do like a homeschool
when you
co-op.
say part-time, it's
very, very, very part-time. Yes. Yeah. It's 1 day a week for 2 hours. So I wouldn't even say part-time.
Lacey has her degree.
But I do have my degree
in education.
Elementary education.
Yeah, and so she's done that for a long time.
Long time. I've been in education, actually. I was just looking at some things, so I was filling a paper out for like a bio, and so probably 10 years I've worked in education.
So not sure if our mics were working.
Yeah.
The first part of it, so it was probably kind of echoey and stuff, but whatever.
It sounds a little different.
Yeah,
just change that up.
Anyway.
But anyways, I've been teaching and been in education for a while, and I'll probably go back eventually, maybe when Junie's going back to kindergarten, who knows. But I love it, but I don't know if it's going to be something I do full-time again. It's one of those things, we just kind of take it each year. But I do love teaching, and it's like definitely something that I just see in my life as well with like our church. I'll probably be doing it with that.
Well, that's the thing.
As
like once our church is built, we're going to have like an after-care program, after-school program.
Yeah.
No, a daycare and after school. Anyway, I think I see Lacey kind of helping with that.
Yeah, might be the next venture.
Because what you do now is you stay at home and you run our business.
I do.
Well, I mean, we both run our business, but yeah, you're full time at home doing that. So besides the 2 hours a week.
Right.
So we started a business for like our YouTube channel, obviously, because we are monetized, and so these videos, actually, when you watch these videos and do all that, it supports it. We get paid from YouTube ads, just to be transparent, which is awesome. And then we also have a side where we have like a video editing agency, so we edit for other YouTubers, like more professional side. And then we also edit for like you guys. Like when you guys go on vacations, it's called Video Memories. We've talked about it quite a bit. We'll link the information below. But you guys go on vacations and film your stuff, shoot pictures. We edit them, put music to it, all that. Yeah. So that keeps us way busy. Yes. Just with our channel alone than everything else. So, it's been really awesome.
It has been really
Like we just celebrated our 7 years on YouTube. And we were just talking about this the other day, like how when we first turned on the camera, like when we were in our living room right back here, and we're thinking of names for our YouTube channel. We found a name, and we built out the YouTube channel that day, and we picked up the camera and recorded our first video, our intro video, that same day. Never ever thought you'd be home working full time. And
I did not.
And so plenty of work. It's crazy.
It is, and it's gotten to the point, where I mean, we've talked about doing,
may have to hire
teaching part-time and doing this part-time, but it truly is like, it's a full-time thing for me, and it is awesome because I get to stay home with Junie too, which is so cool right now because this is not something we ever thought could have been possible from starting the YouTube channel and what it's come from to give me like a full-time job to work from home.
And it's
so
great.
It's really, really cool.
It's great for ministry too because we make our own hours, and it's sort of super flexible, and so I'm able to be available to minister, so it's great. Yeah. It's just really good. So.
Yeah. Carbon Real Estate said, do you feel Idaho is a great place to raise a family? We have considered uprooting our family.
Yes.
It is.
100%. We've always said that this is a great home base. Like, we love to travel, explore, see the world. But this is such a good spot. And, like, people who move here, they always say that.
They say that.
It's just
such a good place
friendly.
To raise a family.
It's just, like, it's safe. It just feels like it used to feel in the world, hopefully it stays like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
it's growing a lot.
Is great. It is growing quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it has like almost like that family atmosphere. Like I diss on the whole like why does everything close so early here? Because it does. But it's really because it's really family oriented, and people are with their families in the evenings, and so things aren't open 24/7 like some things are. But it does feel like that family like vibe here.
It does
for sure, which is cool.
But then you've got the downtown feel too, and the river down there, and that's one thing like we're not that far, like 15, 20 minutes from downtown. But that part of Boise is so pretty to me. Like I love that area.
We have like a green belt and right on the Boise River. We have really BSU pretty. Broncos, so that's our college football. Yeah. We have Idaho Steelheads, hockey. Like there's cool things. And there's more and more things coming here.
Yeah.
Which
so
is
much
great.
Outdoor stuff if you like hiking, fishing, all that kind of stuff.
I wish they had Disneyland. I mean, that'd be cool.
Can't have it all.
Come on, Disney. You did Tokyo Disney.
I always think of there's like an episode on Mickey Mouse that's like Potato Land or something. Yeah. I think they even say something about Idaho or something in there, and we always joke about that.
Well, we do have a theme park in Idaho. It's in Coeur d'Alene.
We do,
and it's called Silverwood. We actually had vlogs. We went there before. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It is.
But it's honestly faster for us to go to Disneyland than it is to Coeur d'Alene.
It's like when they have those old like wooden roller coasters where you're like, is this gonna break down when I'm on it? You're like, oh my god.
This is the day it's gonna break down. Okay, bucket list international vacay destination. Okay, so I would probably say like Ireland, places like that. I would love to go. I've gone to several places in Europe. I would love to go back to Bucharest. It's one of my favorite places in Hungary. But I would have to say we've been reading Dream Chaser. Yeah. Which is such a cool book, guys.
The Bob Wise.
Book. And he talks about Tokyo Disney, and I'm like, I really want to go.
He's talking about the origins. And it's like making us really want to go. We've always wanted to check it out, but now I'm like, oh my gosh.
Talking about like our business, we have a book club, and so like kind of a thing. So in our staff meetings on Monday, we go talk about the book we read. And so we've been doing that right now. And Tokyo Disney, and also Shanghai.
Shanghai Disney.
Those are two places I would love to visit. Pirates of the Caribbean in Shanghai. Yeah.
And we have a good friend that lives close by, so I'm like, we'd love to visit her.
We honestly need to make it happen. Like, it's just dumb.
I mean, I don't know how close she is by Shanghai, but
it's once you're over
there,
we're
definitely to visit her.
It's just what it is.
I'd like to do more like Italy, Venice, like that area too as well.
Well, that's the thing too is I go over there every other year for Romania. So literally our flight. By the way, I'm going to Romania this year. I leave into June. Our flight goes to France. Like, we have a layover. So it'd be so easy, like one of these trips to just like do Romania, and then on the way back, we just stay a couple more weeks or something like that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Phil Coleman, 86, says, how do you navigate your work-life balance, full-time, ministry, YouTube, family, marriage, etc.?
I have no idea, Phil. by the grace of God.
We do not know, honestly.
Honestly, it is the grace of God. I can't take any credit for that. I think the Lord has helped us learn work-life balance, because that, especially when you're in ministry, learning life and ministry balance is always a hard thing. Yeah. And we had to learn that. But then you have everything else on here. I think honestly, some practical stuff though is I get up early. Like I get up at 5 a.m. I put 3 or 4 hours in before I have to go anywhere in the day. Yeah. And I added those few hour extra, and it was like, how much was it? Like 30 days or something in a year that I have.
I remember you told me that, because you were like, the work, I mean, to be honest, like things have been growing a lot with our business, which is exciting. But you're like, how do we manage all of this? You know, it's like there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, actually there are, but I just got to get up earlier and just like get started. And it's been really cool to see.
And, you know, I go to bed somewhat early because, I mean, usually, it's like we're just watching, you know, Seinfeld at night, you know. It's just that there's nothing. So I try to go to bed early, get up at 4:45, 5. And seeing how much time you get back in life, like how much stuff I get done before the day even starts is crazy. So I would say those are the things. But we also make sure it's a priority for us to go on a date. Yeah. The date doesn't have to be a fancy out to eat thing. It could just be like we went for a drive last week. We'll go to a coffee shop. We'll go for a walk. Sometimes, you know, we'll do the dinner situation as well. So just making sure that we're at least doing a date at least like twice a month or something like that. Like maybe a dinner and then one that's just more of a walk or something.
Right. And sometimes it's like we can't, you know, it'll just happen or we'll have to be like proactive getting it in the calendar. But our kids had spring break last week. They all spent the night at their Nana and Papa's. So we were able to have like dinner together by ourselves that one night.
Yeah,
you know,
and then we went to the gym the next morning.
Yeah, I went to the gym. Cool. And so sometimes it truly looks different.
It's just making sure it's a priority. And again, you're having the right balance. So it's almost like a pie chart in a way.
Yeah.
You're giving the right percentages to where, but I've always believed like if you have God first in your life, then and he's number one, then everything else will kind of straighten itself out. Like make sure he's the priority and everything else will have its right seat. And I've really owned that. If you love him with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your everything, then everything else just kind of sits correctly. But when he's not and something else is, and there's different priorities, that's when things get so jumbled and work and life balance gets off. And so, you know, just learn that, because ultimately it's like, we believe that this business that he's given us is from him. And so we've been confident in the calling he's given us to do this. We believe that working in a church is from the Lord. And so we believe starting a family is from the Lord. Like, you know, all these things. So like, he knows like what our life balance should be.
Yeah.
So keep him first and then everything else will. Right. Easier said than done at times.
For sure.
Because life gets crazy. Like Lacey was sick for a couple weeks after the cruise and everything was just kind of, you know, it was hard. It's just different. So you have to like, you know, work through that and, you know, make sure God is first still through all of that. And I don't know.
Yeah. Just setting like the right expectations with that too. And just, it doesn't always look the way, you know, we want it to, but I think that's a huge thing. Actually, I was talking to the boys about that on the way home from Sunday school, because they were talking about like idols and learning what that is. And, you know, back in the Bible days, you know, idols were a little different than today. And I was sharing with them, you know, we can put idols like anything we put above, you know, God, but we just, you know, can be an idol, whether it's something that's good or bad, but we just, you know, make sure God is first. So we were actually just having that conversation and talking about, you know, but when you put God in your life first, how just everything just kind of helps, like your balances it out too as well. But yeah, I mean, I think we shared just some practical steps, getting up early. I think too, just having just, you know, blocked time. What is it called when you block things at a time? Time blocking. That's been helping a lot.
We should talk about our newest
laundry.
Time block. Dude, laundry, you funny? Guys know, like
it's
laundry.
Just like, you feel so dumb.
Well, when we have this many people in the house, okay? Like we have Lacey and I, our 3 kids, and Lacey's sister lives with us. Yes. And so we have laundry. It's going all the time.
All the time.
And so what was happening is we would do the laundry throughout the whole week, and then we would have laundry baskets just waiting to be put away. But then life gets busy, and then all of a sudden, like, they're there all week.
Yeah. I haven't folded it.
And I feel like we're always doing laundry. We're always touching laundry.
Right. Because I'm like, the boys' laundry is always overflowing. Junie's is overflowing. And Justin's like, why don't we just have a laundry day?
Yeah, laundry day. It's a holiday in our house.
So Friday's our laundry day. And literally from, I think you started the load at like 7:30 in the morning. And it was going
all
until
day.
5 o'clock.
And
like,
right when the load was done, we stopped. I stopped editing. She stopped editing, whatever we did. We would go in here and put everything away, and then redo the load, and it was just like it worked.
Yeah,
you know.
But it was just one of those things where I know it just sounds silly, but it's like, okay, why don't I just time block and get it done? Or it's just one of those things that's just like takes over the week.
It really is.
For those of you that have big families, laundry. It can just, and I get like overwhelmed when I see it everywhere, and then it demotivates me to like even do anything. So it helped a lot.
Time blocking is good too, because when you have to switch gears on things so much, like you're not being productive.
Right.
So if you're just, okay, this is what we're doing, you know? So yeah, I guess that hopefully answers your question. Just to thank you for the great content going on the Wish in 2 months. First off, thank you. And second of all, that's going to be so much fun. You guys are going to have a blast. It's been so fun getting to know some of you guys too with with your comments and stuff the last couple weeks and everything.
Yeah, it has.
Are you both Boise, Idaho natives? Do you plan on living there forever? I am not. I'm from California, Sacramento. Lacey is
born and raised here. And we don't have plans on moving.
No.
And we don't either of us have a desire to do that.
Not really. It's a great home base. We like to travel. But so we are able to see, but as far as living somewhere else, I don't really, maybe when we retire, I don't know. Yeah. Hawaii would be cool. There's another question that said, road trip US, not Disney, where would you go? Oregon Coast, Newport.
We love doing road trips there.
Oregon Coast.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Newport.
Yeah, so we do kind of a loop. We like to go to Astoria, where, they've got great seafood.
So good.
It's where the Goonies was filmed.
So
then we
fun.
like to go to the Tillamook Cheese Factory.
So fun.
Or the Tillamook Factory. It's not just cheese, they have the ice cream, everything.
Yeah, everything.
And do that. And then Seaside. It's just, it's a beautiful drive and good food, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
And we've done it camping style. We've also done it where you can, we stay at a hotel, so it's really fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hi, my hubby and I found your YouTube channel a week ago. Love your content and vlogs. Thank you so much for being here. And seriously, honestly, I think we'll just stop there actually, because you gotta get going.
Also, I think this was just a really good video to help you guys get to know us a little bit more too.
We appreciate you guys, and also all of you who are new following us and not just watching our Disney vlogs, but also watching our day in a life stuff and interacting. It means the world to us. And also taking the time. We just put out these questions not too long ago, and you guys just came through, and just taking the time to do that means so much to us. We love you. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you next one.
Bye guys.